Hey, hello guys, welcome back. In this video, I'm gonna talk about how or how to manage with food with ulcerative colitis during the flare-ups and also during the remissions. Let's get into it. So, um, as we know, the ulcerative colitis is very unpredictable and the food plays a key role because what you eat matters a lot. So I'm being a South Indian. I've tried different foods from my region and from the Western, and to see what helps me and what worsens my condition. So in this video, I'll share some practical food tips based on my experience and also from the internet that I researched, so you can manage your ulcerative colitis better with your diet. Okay, so this is a $1 million question. So can I eat meat? So in the meat, generally, we can categorize into um, three parts, three types. Basically, white meat, which is chicken and fish, and red meat that includes mutton, beef, and pork, and the other seafoods apart from fish like octopus, shell, crabs, etc., etc. So let's start with the white meat. So let's take chicken. Chicken is a very lean protein, good protein basically, and which is easy to digest when it is cooked properly and well. So for me personally, I eat more chicken compared to any other meat during the flare or even in the during the remission stage. I don't eat fried chicken. I just eat the boiled or properly cooked chicken in the meal. So the red meat. Um, so I do eat mutton, but very less and very rare because it's very hard to digest, and red meat contains a lot of cortisols. It can create a lot of cortisols in our body, which will create a lot of inflammation. And sometimes some red meats irritates intestine directly. Okay, now let's go to the seafood. So, seafood is good, especially fish, like salmon and all, for the ulcerative colitis. But again, it depends on person to person. Personally, to me, eating fish aggravates, elevates my symptoms. So generally, I avoid fish, especially during the flares. But if I'm doing little okay, then I try to eat a little. Okay, thank you. Let's go to the next one. So, yeah, this is our breakfast uh, food. So, are oats good for ulcerative colitis? So, I did not eat, so I'm having ulcerative colitis maybe around 6 to 7 years now. So initial years I did not try oats, but then I moved to Madrid, and I started exploring the Western European food. So then here everybody eats oats, so I started taking white oats, which doesn't contain gluten. So it is doing very good to me. But if for some people, since it has very high fiber, it can be bad also. It depends. But for me, um it is very good. I eat little less during the flare-ups, and during remission, I try to eat every other day oats for breakfast with some fruits like banana or avocado or apple, peeled apple with some yogurt. So, does gluten going gluten free excuse me, does going gluten-free and lactose-free help? So yeah, this is again uh, we eat a lot of wheat and we drink a lot of milk. So um, every day, like in the form of a coffee or in the form of chapati or roti, etc., etc., or in the form of bread. So it depends. So some patients feel better avoiding gluten, uh, which is wheat and maida. And dairy is also another problem. Milk and cheese and butter can trigger bloating. Um Personally, when it comes to gluten, I avoid eating uh, wheat and maida on a regular basis, but once in a while I eat like one or two chapatis or maybe a slice of um, white bread or brown bread. But when I have a symptoms, I try to take a gluten-free bread, which is made of um, corn flour. Um, yeah. And when it comes to milk, personally, drinking a lot of milk can create stomach bloating for me, especially if I have a morning and evening coffee. I'll by the time around 6 o'clock in the evening, I starts feeling, bloating in my lower stomach, and I was feeling discomfort. So I stopped having milk, regular milk. Then I switched to the uh, lactose-free milk. But even though I take a very little portion, I take like 30 to 50 ml, and the rest I put water and make a coffee, out of it. So generally, to be safer side, avoid gluten and lactose, and see if that works for you. Maybe try for 2-3 weeks and see that if that works for you. Okay, so which are the fruits that are best for ulcerative colitis, and which are the food that are worst? So this is my personal experience. Bananas are very good. You should not eat too much unripe, and you should not eat the overripe banana. So you should eat the perfectly ripe bananas. Papayas I do eat, but not often. Sometimes I eat, but it doesn't create any issues for me. And regularly I eat peeled apples, so which suit me during flare up or in the normal time. I never had any issues. And watermelon I have during the summer seasons to keep up the water level in the body. It's good. Apart from this, I have not mentioned avocado. I do eat avocado maybe two per week. Uh, and during the seasons, I eat some blueberries. So they are good. And also some, sorry, I didn't mention the pomegranate. So try to have this blueberry and pomegranate during the seasons. It reduces a lot of inflammation. So as it is anti-inflammatory food. So the bad fruits are citrus fruits, basically whatever is sour to you taste, it's bad. Orange, lemons, and some berries which are very sour, that can irritate your gut. Okay, so let's go to the next. So what are the best and worst vegetables that you can eat? So carrot is good, potatoes are good, pumpkin are good. So, but all three you should cook properly and heat. You should not eat anything, any vegetable raw. So, eating raw vegetables can, increase the irritation and put more load on the gut, and it doesn't do well. So, whenever I eat salad, it doesn't goes well for me. So, always eat the well cooked food. During the UC. Um, Bad ones, yeah. Cabbage, cauliflower, beans. This doesn't go well. Even it increases the flare up for me and also the gas. But generally for some people, cauliflower and cabbage goes well, even the beans, but not for me. So personally, uh, I avoid these things. And also um, um, brinjal. Okay, so finally, eat slow, don't eat fast, eat slowly, eat small, and you can have frequent meals if you're hungry, but during the flare-ups, I suggest to not eat uh, too many times, eat a little quantity, and eat healthy food and eat high protein and with white rice or carbohydrate dal, basically the moong dal, which helps. Avoid deep fried. Basically, I would say don't eat deep fried unless you're on the deep remission, and spicy food, which can irritate your intestine. And staying hydrated is very important here. So you should keep drinking water. I drink around 3 liters at least every day. And if it is summer, you can have coconut water or some pomegranate juice, not the smoothie or something, just juice without milk. And you can have watermelon juice also. So it's better to keep a food diary for a month, maybe, to know uh, what food what created, um, the symptoms more or less. So, but again, it's not always only food that affects. It could be, the stress from the daily work, or for me, it can, when I travel, my symptoms elevates. I don't know why. Whenever I travel, then my symptoms suddenly goes high. Plus, when there is a lot of work stress or some other stress, try to walk and try to take often breaks, and try to relax yourself. So, um, please comment if you have any question. I'll try to answer, and share this video with any other friends you may need it. Thank you.